everyone, my name's Steph. I'm Botanist Cool. Today, I am here with the Ace Attorney expert herself,
Katie.
Tell me how Katie sounds, guys. I'm using the earbuds, and this is the first time I'm using earbuds when I'm talking to someone, and doing a stream. It should sound pretty good, but I just wanted to double check with you guys. So, Katie, give them a few words.
Hello, everyone. It is I, the Frenchiest fry. I don't know what to say.
Alright, fair enough. I did kind of put you on the spot there, didn't I? I didn't even tell you I was going to do that. Yeah. So yeah, just tell me how Katie sounds, y'all. I'd be grateful for that. Other than that, she's good for audio? Hell yeah, Chip. Thank you.
Nice. And I'm even good for audio with my giant air conditioner next to me, so that's good.
Yeah, because like I could put in both ear sets, and like I could hear you from one ear set, but I put in both. But if I ever need to hear, like these don't give me my best audio compared to other to my old headphones, but they give me so much more comfort, and that's worth it. But yeah, hey guys, so just so you guys know, today is day 3 of the Streamers for Trans Lives event. We've had some awesome donations so far and raised 2.5k already. We're donating all this stuff to the Transgender Law Center. There's a lot of good stuff there, and today we're going into court. So it kind of fits really well in my personal opinion. So yeah, there we go. If you guys want to donate, exclamation point donate, all that good stuff. If you can't, don't worry about it, just share the stream. It's all good. Wait, is this being recorded for you? It is being recorded for YouTube. Say hi to YouTube, everyone.
Hey.
Oh God! Can we not kiss? I think that mustache is not going to like be conducive for kissing.
Some people are into it.
Hey, if you're above, hey, quick question: if you're an adult in chat, and you've kissed a man with a mustache,
don't even. You'll regret it, Steph. I'm telling you now. Don't even ask.
I just want to know, like, is it bad? I've never kissed a man with a mustache. I don't intend to. You know, I mean, I have family members, you do the kiss on the cheek thing and you feel the beard, but like, I just... Katie, have you kissed a man with a mustache? Like that, specifically.
Me and Susato are on the same page right now.
Oh yeah, he is a cat. He's a kitty cat. And he dance, and he dance.
But yeah, I'm not joining you in that hole that you're digging for yourself, Steph.
Okay, thanks.
This is it then, Mr. Naruhodo.
Yeah, it's time to put an end to this now. To the miserable curse that's been plaguing Mr. Natsume. To everything.
And in my own small way, I shall do everything I can to help you.
You're literally like 90% of the legal defense here, Susato. Let's be real. It's like, you know, you're the
my own. You're not Maya here.
You're not Maya.
You know, Maya is someone who should be saying something like that.
You are Mia, Susato. In a way, you are Mia, except you're not dead right now. I don't know how this will go at the end of the game, if she will die, because there's some red flags coming up, and I'm worried, Katie.
Oh dear.
I always appreciate your help, Mrs. Sato. Selfishly silent.
Pepperoni.
I feel like this dude's like, you know, like one of those contortionist actors. Can I do this right? Hold on. Well, shit, I did it. First try. Okay, look at that. Like, okay. Damn, he's going through his emo arc. He's been in his emo arc, baby. Do you think he listens to System of a Down?
Probably not, since I don't think they existed yet. I could be wrong. My musical knowledge is not very great. But I'm pretty sure, if I had to hazard a guess...
Good guess.
What?
Good guess.
Good guess, thank you.
So this is my first impression of this game. Gives me an yeah, research. This is a good first impression.
Ah,
Good morning to you, Mr. Natsume. We weren't just kissing a second ago. Good morning! Good morning! Welcome to Mr. Square! Was it to you two? Chatting like happily is the main point of today's trials in here! Why would you do that?
oh dear. We didn't mean to cause offense, Mr. Natsume.
I'm sorry, I'm not you.
I thought perhaps that because you had your eyes shut so tightly, you were meditating, finding inner calm.
This man has no inner calm. This man doesn't have a single fucking ounce of inner calm. Are you kidding me? What inner calm does this man have?
Well, finding it is the key word.
Okay, you know what? That's fair.
It seemed wrong to disturb you.
Excuse me. Well, right now it's playing the white trash. Ooh. I was waiting! What's the matter, Mr. Natsume? You seem different somehow, Mr. Natsume! You really don't, buddy. Why not? It's because I've attained spiritual... It's because I've attained spiritual enlightenment. Oh, come on! This dude cracks me up because he feels so ridiculous. He feels so fucking ridiculous, and I absolutely love it. He's just so ridiculous.
And yet relatable.
And yet relatable. So we're such like, that's the sort of important conversation I was hoping for. That's why I had my eyes shut!
Well, it's very counterintuitive.
I missed the signs, I'm afraid. Somehow you'll have to forgive me.
You mustn't talk of your path leading you to death, Mr. Natsume.
That was just an example! Oh, yes, there it is. Inner calm. Thank you. You barely came to see me at all yesterday. I was sure you long lost. You're not fucking from Atlantis, dude. You're from Japan. It's a 1-month boat trip. Fucking, I feel like he's just like, I love how much he hates the UK, but it's also like, my dude, I promise you, I absolutely 100% promise you, you're not in Atlantis. I swear to you. Oh.
I've not even been in Great Britain a week yet.
Wait. Are you saying this past 2 games?
No, remember we're in a time skip back.
Yeah, no, what I'm saying is a good portion of that first game was in just 1 week.
Yeah, remember this trial's like right after that other trial.
Oh. Okay. You know,
It's had a wild time.
Yeah, it's been so fucking wild. Like, what in God's name? I don't know. I'm just fucking wowed. I'm just fucking wowed that, like, I don't know. Sorry, I was also looking at something myself. It just feels like I've been in there for at least a month with as much shit as I've just done. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It feels like I've been there at least a month. By the way, whoever was the anonymous donor just a second ago, thank you very much for your donation. I do appreciate that $10 dono. All the love. Yes, anyways, I intend to set everything straight in court today. I am determined to uncover the truth. I've actually reached an important decision myself. Oh?
Uh-oh.
What sort of decision? I am terrified of what decision he could have. Actually, I'm gonna do something real quick. Give me one second. I gotta do something real quick because I've got to do this for my brain so it works right.
Oh.
It's just making sure I got things right. I'm gonna do this real quick. All right, I had to test something. That was the wrong thing I tested. Test this. That's the right thing I tested. Cool beans. All right, cool. Boop. And slide that shit in there. Perfecto. All right, sorry guys. I had to test something. My brain was gonna bother me if I didn't do that. All right. What sort of decision? I shall fill you with no! No! That's not how this works, buddy! That's not how this works, buddy!
He's giving himself hope that he'll be alive after the trial. Don't disparage him.
Alright.
It would seem Mr. Sholmes isn't coming today after all.
What an asshole.
It's a very clever message, I think. You must win this battle on your own merits.
Is that... Are you sure you just didn't forget to wake up Susato? It's a very clear message, I think, that he's over...
You're always on such a wavelength with the Naruhodos.
I don't know if that's a compliment or an insult.
Yes.
That's the problem. I don't know if that's a compliment or an insult.
It's a matter of fact, I think.
The great detective, my arch nemesis. Love me, stay away if you ask me. Defending your legal representative. The trial's about to begin. Make your way to the courtroom immediately. That was a new voice. Oh, to clarify, by the way, for future Clavier's voice, right?
Uh-huh.
This is, of course, the Brian voice, yeah? This is what we were talking about. But then there's the Brian voice. I could talk like this with Das Boot. Oh, yeah. Does this sound like
I do kind of like
Clavier?
the second one.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because I was like, kind of diva-y, kind of seductive. I don't know how I'm gonna do rock and roll in that voice, but I'm gonna try.
It's fine.
He listens to like Foo Fighters. So Seki listens to Foo Fighters? Okay. So Seki listens to Foo Fighters. I like that. Amazing, Ethano. Thank you very much. I am glad you think that my future Clavier voice is gonna be amazing. Today we face against the Reaper. And when the Reaper stands for the prosecution, the defendant's fate is sealed. But I don't believe in that legend any more than I believe in Soseki-san's curse. The truth is hidden here somewhere, and I won't let it escape me. I have to keep believing my client and keep fighting to the very end. That's all. How you doing today, Ethano? You know the problem is I've gotten my gushers for the pizza. I fucking keep eating them though, so it's like I'm gonna run out of gushers before I can put them on my pizza. Of the same sex, of course. I absolutely love it when he has his fucking cape on. I legitimately want to get a cape. It's so fucking cool. Why aren't capes still in fashion? Fuck fashion if they can't accept capes. I still remember the first time we saw him and you're just like, what's the voice? What's the voice? What's the voice? And I'm like, I know what the voice is. And you're like, yeah! The prosecution is ready. Yes, the defense is ready. Absolutely. Justice will be done. You mark my words.
I feel obligated to say I feel especially ruthless on days when my hat is sitting just right.
Is her hat sitting just right?
I think last time she said when her hat isn't sitting right. I might be wrong, but...
Even though I got both. I got both, friend. Cut your beard by 2 inches. Research. Oh my god. Oh, well, I wonder if you could just adjust my hat for me. And please be as ruthless as you like. Oh my god. What a fucking simp! He's got a little bit of a crushy crush.
Thieves deserve to die, if you ask me, especially gas thieves. I've no sympathy for the man at all.
Oh shit. Look, I said it yesterday, I'll say it again now. I don't got time for this. I got me own problems. God fucking, I forgot he's a Christian in this one. This man's fucking wild. He goes from senile old man to Christian to like fucking gastroenterologist surgeon in like the span of a week. Oh, may the Lord show us the light here and lead his flock the righteous verdict again today. Hey, quick question, Katie. Does this man have like 20 brothers that look exactly just like him but we don't know about, or is this just legitimately one fucking dude?
No, it's just him. He's a man of mystery, that one. Many facets, yet unseen.
I feel like he has 20 brothers, research. Yeah, that's God's plan for him. That's God's plan for him, is to be right up there.
He's sleeping, don't interrupt him. It's past his bedtime. It's the middle of the day.
He is holding like a little sleeping bat. Oh my god, he's fucking adorable. So he does have the results. Before the prosecution delivers the black news about the black tea belonging to the black god in the dark. That's a lot of... Alright.
Way to deliver a neutral statement.
Pray allow me the moment to savor a liquid for more than a sanguine hue. In fact, I'll defer to the good detective for the report. Here's to you, Inspector. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. As indicated by the defense, we found a bar of soap just outside the victim's window in the snow. And there was indeed a frozen reddish liquid in the little depression on top of it. Yes, that's the tea. That's what Mr. Knott's main problem from that night. Well, the brains of the yard analyzed, and yes, you're right, it was tea. And there wasn't a trace of stymine or any other toxic substance in it. Bam, baby, let's go! Case closed, we're good.
No poison at all.
In other words, the tea that the defendant brought with him to the victim's room is innocent. It's in the clear. Yeah, fucking won, baby. Just close the case.
Alright, leave, let's go. Come on, chopped up.
As I suspected. This makes it quite clear. The defendant, Mr. Sakinatsume, is blameless here. My learned friend is jumping to conclusions again. A typical Nipponese reaction.
So this is a burden of proof situation. We're not in the 3-day court trial system.
What? Yes, it's true. No poison was found in the few drops of liquid recovered from the soap on the window ledge. But what logic is that? What do you mean?
It's pretty darn good logic.
like you don't just put something in tea and then it just stays in like you don't put a drop of poison in tea and it just stays in that one little area by itself. It's not like water and oil, my dude. What? Would you take a drop from the Thames and conclude the water in the ocean isn't salty?
How incredible.
Exactly! Unfit for drinking, just as the victim's tea was on the night in question, as the court has already heard. Bitter was the precise words to the lips of Mr. William Shakespeare, whom the prosecution now calls back to the stand.
Mr. Shamspear,
One moment. Raiders, welcome on in. My name's Steph. I'm Botanist Cool. I hope you guys are having a absolutely fantastic day. Jeffrey, Domestic Chicken, thank you very much for the raid. I do hope you're having a fantastic chicken raid. Let's fucking go. I'm here with my friend Katie, and we are playing some Ace Attorney. Please go follow Jeffrey Domestic Chicken. The chicken attack is also coming in on, I believe, Sunday, because y'all have a team with the tournament on Sunday, right? And I hate to say this as well, but I will be in my sexy anime bunny outfit for that specific tournament. Take that as you will.
I'm just waiting for like the watcher count to just like drop to 0.
Drop when I'm in that outfit, it's gonna fucking plummet. Welcome on in, guys. Tell me how your stream was, but hey, if you guys are here, I just want to say, if you have a moment, please go if you can donate. If you can, visit the link on the stream. Visit the link that I just put on the stream. We are raising money for the Transgender Law Center, a fantastic organization, the trans-led, trans advocacy group, focusing on obviously transgender issues and of course issues for a variety of systemic injustices done towards the trans and POC community. So please go check them out. If you can donate. If you can't donate, that's a-okay. Just spread the word and support Jeffrey and his team over at the tournament on Sunday. That'll be great help. Streams spent 3 hours building a small coffee shop in Minecraft. Oh, that's cute. I love building games like that. Well, we aren't talking coffee, but we are talking poison tea today. And hopefully that's exciting enough for you as I do bad voice acting and Katie does a pretty good Susato.
No.
It sounds like we're going to have another conversation with our theatrical friend. Fuck, what was his voice again? Oh yeah, okay, I got it. Ugh.
I like how at first you were like, Katie, I don't see what's so bad about that animation, and now you get it, right?
It's just so despicable. It's so despicable. Mr.
It's because it's the feeling that he's trying to get away with some, like everyone here is trying to get away with it, but when they do it with a smile and like hee hee ho ho, it's just the worst. Always. He
feels like the weirdest ooh kind of guy. It's like ooh, and I'm just like, no, this is cringe as shit, dude.
Pretty much.
This is so cringe.
It's not even that. It's just like, I don't know. It triggers the anger response. I don't know how else to put it. It's like fight, flight. Whatever the anger response is, he triggers it when he makes that little motion.
Listen, it just triggers my punch response.
Exactly. It triggers the fight response, but like not out of fear.
But out of pure abject hatred. Mr. William Shakespeare, the victim of this despicable crime. Oh heaven, oh hell, do you command me to remember?
Yes.
Forsooth 'twas I, Shakespeare did half bellyful of the foul fluid given in mine innocence. By using bottles of soap as such, he's been stealing gas from the supply company, yes. I want to put this guy in the slammer so bad. I really want to put him in the slammer so bad. Is his name really Shakespeare? Yeah, his name's fucking Shakespeare. Let me tell you a little bit about Shakespeare. For those who do not know who Shakespeare is, he was in a literary debate where he dressed up as Juliet and our protagonist.
No,
he dressed up as Romeo.
He
dressed up as Romeo, and our defendant Soseki Natsume, he dressed up as Juliet, and they started wrestling to see who was stronger. Only Juliet knew jujitsu, and now
we love a queen.
We love a fucking jujitsu queen, baby. Also, we did find out this game takes place in 1901 because historically, Soseki Natsume, the real life Soseki Natsume, who was based off of a real person, was in the UK from 1900 to 1901.
They give a date at the beginning. I just don't remember what it is. They give an actual date at the beginning of this entire game. It's just I don't remember.
But do you know what we didn't do, Katie?
What's that?
Pay attention to the entire fucking date.
Dates aren't important.
I know, right? Yeah, this game's based off in the old times, yeah.
It's ye old times. It's not... Besides, it's all alternate history anyway.
Yeah. Neo Japanifornia comes next, for sure. One may smile and be a villain. Forsooth 'twas I, Shamspear, did half a room of the sweet fuel given. That's right, fellow jurors, don't forget, this man's a rotten thief.
Thank you.
Oh, you forgot to keep all the ice coins a tiny secret, didn't you? You could have owned up sooner.
Arrest him, I say. Arrest him at once, and let him feel the sting in my tail.
Thank you. Oh, indeed, by dint of vile and cowardly means have I plotted to further mine own ends, I confess. Thou wouldst not pardon my sins, of that I am sure. I am enjoying the voice though, it's kind of fun. If you acknowledge your wrongdoing, what exactly are you doing here? Cowards die many times before their deaths. And for God, I hate that fucking one. It's like it's so fucking like he's trying to like climb like a kitty cat up something, and I'm like, I don't like this. Like visually, this man is just the worst thing that happened to me. And for cowards such as I, death be well deserved. But would it be?
We should get Elijah in here. He'd eat this up, right?
He would fucking eat this up like no goddamn tomorrow, baby. If he wasn't working, I'd tell him, get the fuck in here. Would it be still a greater crime, passeth unpunished? For lo, the hairy-faced gentleman of father... I can't get...
Oh, nice. Yes, please.
You gotta do this all on your own. Can you voice Shakespeare? I'm curious.
I hear he's very difficult to voice on the fly, but I can try. if it's actually
No, it's not. I'm just curious if you can at this point. Because I know you've done Edgeworth's voice as a meme, and Dracula's voice as a meme.
Let me see. Probably not well, but let's see.
That's fine.
For lo, the hairy-faced gentleman of farther east in Verona did contrive to poison me.
Oh, you.
It's not quite as silly.
Yeah, you gave him a more serious voice there.
It's hard. Well, it's because I have to go into a deeper register for a guy, so I can't do like deeper and higher.
You think this guy's got a deep voice?
For lo, the hairy-faced gentleman of farther east in Verona did contrive to poison me.
How's that one?
That was fantastic. For lo, the hairy-faced gentleman of farther east in Verona did contrive to poison me. But there was no poison in the tea found in your room. The police have attested to that. What the defense would assert as an inconsistency will quickly be cleared up by the witness testimony. Is that not so, Mr. Shamspear? Verily, my liege, I would most gladly speak. It's gonna be some bullshit like, I suckled the tea straight from the poison, the poison glass in which he specifically put, or some bullshit like that. Like,
It's not that bad. It's just annoying.
shove Van Zeeks into the sun. Stop, yeah, shove him into the sun. See what happens.
He'd disintegrate. As would we all, quite frankly.
Hey, I'm actually pretty good in the sun. I do die.
But if you were shoved into it,
Okay, fair enough. I was shoved into the sun itself. Yeah.
there's not 1 billion of you, so it can't be a debate on the internet.
Who wins, guys? 1 billion steps or the sun? That just reminds me of fucking Jaden Animation's comment on 1 billion lions versus Arceus. It's one of the funniest shits I've ever fucking listened to, anyways. The Japanese man did come to my chamber with tea brewed in a pot. 'Twas in my cup alone the wicked miscreant secretly poured his wicked poison. Was feigning distraction in our debate, ne'er did a drop of his own drink pass his lips. When he departed by and by, I did use the tea that remained in his cup to make my coins of ice. Thus 'tis no surprise that poison be not found in tea. I did pour into the mold of soup. Nazmi drinks his tea hot. We talked about this yesterday already.
Yeah.
The poison was slipped into the cup after the tea had been poured. The normal way for poison to be administered in my experience, as I have poisoned many an individual. Quote, otherwise, the poison of the cups, for instance. But no poison bottle was found at the scene. Because, quite simply, the Nipponese took the bottle back to his own room.
We did not test the bottles. We never will test the bottles.
The absence of the vessel containing the poison only becomes problematic when considering suicide. Knew that. By now, it should be perfectly clear. A bar or two of cheap soap is wholly insufficient to wash away the deep stains of guilt from the accused hands. Sirs and madams, 'tis true that I, Shakespeare, be a common thief of gas. But listen here, ladies and gentlemen.
Excuse me.
Wherefore would I lie? Verily I have no cause. I have naught to lose.
Wherefore always messes me up. I know it means why, but it always messes me up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always like, what do you mean where?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Oh god, what was that?
I do declare. Yes, my lord. He just unbent the pole, yeah. He just unbent it. He fucking bent it. He just did like a little.
I mean, gold's a soft metal, and that's probably not actually gold, but
Yeah, fair enough. It's just you know how you see those like aluminum foil balls that are just like pounded into like a sphere. He just did have a whole bunch of aluminum foil. And like
I mean
painted
that
it
would
gold.
have totally ripped by now. Do you remember in the final case of the other game, where the guy just snapped his cane and then used it to try and strangle a guy? That was wild.
Ex-Benedict tried killing Gregson, if I recall, right?
Correct.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, he tried.
That was like wild. It's like, so here's the thing, it's like, I kind of miss some of the 2D animations, but the Great Ace Attorney does it well. I'd argue some of the newer games, the art direction just doesn't appeal to me as much as the Great Ace Attorney does.
Yeah.
I feel like the Great Ace Attorney has better art direction and also more fun animations.
Yeah, that's valid. I get where you're coming from here. I get where you're coming from.
Because what happens with the other one is they try and translate what used to be 2D into 3D, and a lot of the time it just doesn't work as well. Like Phoenix looks okay in 3D actually, but like Apollo, they massacre my boy. He looks terrible in 3D in my opinion.
Wait, what? Why?
He just does. I don't know how else to put it.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. All right.
I'll send you while you cross-examine it because I can't like think. I already know the answer because I played this game, but
I understand that you are already acquainted with Mr. Natsume. Is that correct? I know thee not, old man. Fall to thy prayers. Do I know thee, or know thee not? Methinks 'tis all I can know, that thine destiny mingles with mine. You lost at the first thee. Zounds, sir, thou must learn English tongue afore thou turn thy hand to lawyering. I did, but I must have missed the archaic Elizabethan lecture. You piece of shit, I wanna hurt you. I have never wanted to physically punch a man so much in my life. I saw red for a second. I was just like filled with rage at his little, I'm a little teapot, short and some bullshit. I really was filled with rage. Verily and in truth 'twas a fine flavored brew. Though a drop of poison did bob its sweetness, as the thorn doth bob the sweet robe. That, dear friends, be the simple truth.
Listen to Mr. Shamspeare. He seems in even better form than he was yesterday.
Either that, or I'm just in worse form. The fated evening after I did dine at Grubb's Grubbery local alehouse of good rapport, what did pass my lips but the tainted black tea? But behold, the poison was not in the tea at first. I want to shove a pipe bomb in his mailbox. That might be... Speaking of the UK and a lot of historical things with pipe bombs in the UK, you might want to be careful with that. I know they're technically car bombs, but still. Are you saying that you saw the moment when the poison was added to your tea? To have witnessed the act and then drank the tea, thou dost describe the actions of a fool. I'm looking at one. But no one likes going thirsty, do they? Sooner would I die quenched than parched. Would I have the choice? Actually, on the main question, the water main was frozen, I believe, wasn't it? Were it not for the tea, in sooth, I would have sooner died frozen than quenched or parched. Right, no ice quench means no heating. The witness had more than one brush of death in the night in question, it would seem. To remind the court for Mr. Shamspeare as to whether the accused drank any tea which was brought with him. With the greatest pleasure, my liege. That's a fucking lie. But the teacup Mr. Nazi drank from was found completely empty at the scene. And let's not forget the defendant's maxim, drink tea while it's hot. I did gulp from the poison cup that night, and in mine agony I did writhe uncontrolled. In fits of pain I did knock the fellow's teacup, and its contents spilt as blood from gaping wound, methinks. Though certainly 'twas after I'd made the coins of ice from his tea. An upset cup was found on the table that the victim was slumped over. There is no contradiction here.
It's true, there was no tea left in either cup that we found at the scene. But still, something about the statement is troubling me.
Yeah, of course, I know what it is. This is not as wise, drink the tea while it's hot, Maxim, isn't it?
No, I'm not sure that's it.
If he jumped one more time, I'm using his head to bend the bowl back down. See, here's where my mind's at right now. Look at these teacups, right? Only one of these teacups has a tea rim, which means that only one of these had tea in it for the time that it could have, like an extended period of time, right? So that means only this cup, this pink cup, had anything within it for a period of time that would give it that thing. So like that's my evidence here. That's where I think like we could make a good argument. Like, yeah, sure, if you look at this photo, there is a disturbed cup, but hold on, let me take a look at this cup more. It doesn't show a rim if there is a rim. But yeah, if he jumps one more fucking time, I'm breaking his legs. I do appreciate how everyone here hates the people I hate in this game so much as I do. Like, I feel so much solidarity from you guys. Yes, so that you could cheat the gas company, in fact. Isn't that right? To cheat or to die. 'Tis life's only choice. Yeah. Faith! To cheat be the wise choice, and mine occupation is not an ugly one. Then die! Prithee, dost thou now see beauty in the simplicity of the ruse?
No, I don't. And to be very sure, sir, once this trial is over, Altamont Gas will take you to task over this legal task.
Oh. But also, I'm looking at your 3. That doesn't look too bad in 3D.
Compared to the one below, I don't know. I just don't like it. It doesn't look good to me.
I can see where you're coming at. It's more expressive in 2D. He's fucking T-posing in silence. Yeah, he's T-posing in silence. What guy? No. It's Apollo Justice. It'll be part of the new trilogy that we'll see whenever that comes out, like next year. Like, estimated time next year? Did they ever mention when it was coming out?
I don't know.
By the way,
we're doing Ghost Trick first, so...
Not only that, we have one more thing to do after that, actually.
What's that?
We have to do, Portal 2 co-op.
Oh yeah, we never got around to that.
We never got around to that, so we'll have to do that one day.
Yeah.
I shall not run, I shall not hide. Why did that jump scare you? Wait, what jump scare here? The T-posing? Sooth to say, I have nowhere to run nor to hide. But my lady, what wouldst thou with this pitiful player?
Oh, I tell you what I'd like to do with you. Starting with the shoddy shirt on your back.
'Tis time for a Shakespeare dance! What's the fucking, like, the little berries and cream, berries and cream? I'm a little lad who loves berries and cream.
My goodness.
Tie him down.
What a harsh world we live in.
The thieving of the gas was dressed, and yes, the race proceeding. The prosecution called him to defense not to muddy the waters of irrelevancy. Ghost, do you not have a shot on the target? Yes, my lord. Why am I the one in trouble here? Mr. Shakespeare, after the accuser turtles are lodging uses tea to make your coins. Keeps fucking moving, I can't get a clear shot! If I ever get to a Hitman game, every enemy is gonna be Shakespeare. We'll mod him in. I'll have someone make me a Shakespeare model to put in there, and just every enemy will be Shakespeare.
Incredible.
To cheat or to die, I did make my choice many moons ago. Okay. I am gonna present something here. Objection. Yeah, I got it. Too much. The way his mouth moves is gonna give me an aneurysm. I can't. Yeah. Yeah. You claim Mr. Mouse didn't drink a drop of tea on the night question. But that's impossible. I'm gonna try to speak in his voice with how his mouth moves, which is like the what is this, you darkly clad fiend? Oh my god, I hate it. That hurts.
Yeah, turn it back. Go back.
The two tickets from the scene, one was used by the victim and the other by the defendant. Have a clear difference between them. One that represents incontrovertible proof. What difference? Look at the insides of the cups. Just here, there's a clearly visible ring. Yes, a tea ring, commonplace enough. And yet, Mr. Natsume's cup has no such ring. And prithee, sir, what makest thou of it? Exactly what Mr. Natsume told the court yesterday. The Japanese saying he quoted. Drink tea while it's hot. That's right, yes! The jittery Mr. Natsume was... What?
We said it so many times, and now I'm convinced that we said it so many times so that you'd remember when we came back to it.
I mean, that's fair, right? Did his hair just jump? I'm falling over? I mean, probably. I've seen wilder animations from these games. Oh. His pupils are so small and so punchable. If you claim as your testimony he didn't touch a drop of his tea, a ring would have developed on the inside of his cup as well. After several hours, the tea was left standing. Punchable eye pupils. I mean, his eye pupils are small, and he's so punchable. You know. But, in short, Mr. Shakespeare, you clearly lied to the court. Get thee to a nunnery. Objection.
Sorry, I was thirsty.
No, please drink. I did too.
No, I was making fun of Van Zeeks.
Oh.
He was like, objection.
Objection. Chip, I'm not close.
Sorry, I shouted too loud. It made me thirsty.
As a rule, I filled my hollow chalice up to 7 times during any one trial.
How's that for a callback?
How's that for a fucking callback? How many cups was it for fucking Godot? Like 17? Or was it 7 or 17 for Godot?
I think it was like, I think it was 7, but I don't remember. I think it was 7, and then he'd fill it more than that. But
oh yeah.
That's a rule I feel much. I don't know if that's actually true though. If you track.
No, we track Godot. We track
Godot
Godot.
filled way more than that.
Oh,
I feel
fuck
like
yeah.
Van Zeeks. But Van Zeeks, I can see actually doing that as compared to Godot.
I think Van Zeeks is a lot more controlled than Godot.
Like Godot was like this was his first time in court, and he was like, as a rule, you know, I've been in court 3 times, but as a rule, I never do this, and then immediately doesn't do that. Then Zeke's is a man that I can see actually, like, someone in the Ace Attorney production being like, hold up, you can't have him do that animation.
You know what?
He's already done it 7 times.
Research has a really good point. Why the fuck is the prosecution getting turned up every fucking goddamn court case? Like,
I mean, back then, didn't they just drink a lot back then?
1900s wine proof. I'm kind of curious. Percentage alcohol. I think also like wine back then was a lot less alcoholic compared to today.
Well, I maybe, but I feel like he'd have the good stuff.
That's a good point. That's a good point. It was, all right, let me just. I do appreciate that Ghost and Chip are just planning on getting rid of Shakespeare for us, and I thank you both. You might want to keep that information to yourself. Yeah, that's a good callback.
There he goes again.
2. Well, I mean, he had one before this. That's like 3, actually. Yet, on occasion, Tyrion distracts me and I pour more times than I intended to until the bottle is dry. I would certainly never waste a bottle of wine. Also, I love the fact that this little wine has like a little reaper on it. It's cute.
Oh yeah, that is cute.
This game was released. Actually, wait, when was this game released? Like 2017?
The original or
yeah.
the Switch? Let me see. The first Ace Attorney or the second?
Both. This is the first, because he was drinking the first time.
Let's see. The Great Ace Attorney, the first one, according to Google, was July 9th, 2015. In Japan. Because it wasn't in the US until this one, so.
You guys are just causing the Fallout world in chat. What the fuck? Chip and Ghost have just blown away Indonesia somehow. What the fuck is happening in chat? Your drinking habits are fascinating but irrelevant. On the contrary, they illustrate the fickleness of the human memory. I get so drunk while I'm on the stand that I cannot remember. I cannot remember what is happening as I do my prosecution because I get so turned.
To be fair, if I had to deal with this court, I too would want to get turned.
Y'all, I have to do a drunk stream because of y'all, but that's how much y'all raised here, so that's gonna be fun. I'm gonna get turned on stream one day. Oh. To William Shakespeare. Yes, my liege.
I'm feeding you the exact lie that you need to tell.
Though you previously stated you made coins of ice from leftover tea of the accused cup, could it be that you were perhaps mistaken? Could it be that, yes, perhaps there was some tea remaining in the small teapot left at the scene?
Objection, Your Honor. He's leaving the witness, please.
He's literally leaving. Oh my god. A fact that vanished from your memory until now. Hey, Katie, is it possible that you are actually Botanist Cool? Something that didn't into your mind until just now that you had forgotten?
Hi, everybody. Welcome.
Is it possible I'm Katie that I just realized this now? We've been swapping places every day except for Wednesdays?
No wonder you call me a good voice actor.
Yeah, you do not. I'm not that good. Oh, Faith, my liege, thou art a magician.
He's saying right there. Right there, he's saying excellent lie, sir. How is no one in court like, hold on a second.
I don't even think I'll have to cross-examine the jury with this one, because this is so much bullshit. They have to see through it, right, jury? For verily 'tis as though thou hast seen with thine own eyes that night.
Judge, I'm calling for a mistrial.
Judge, I'm calling for bullshit. What? Forsooth, I was mistook. I did plan to use the tea from the Japanese fellow's cups, but lo, when I looked, 'twas empty. There was no pot in your room. And thus did I use the dregs that festered in the teapot, as my liege should suggest. And you just suddenly remember now that you've made a mistake before? Are we supposed to believe that?
Yes.
People's memories are imperfect, my learned friend, which is why we rely on evidence instead.
Okay, where's your evidence that the teapot was there?
But in any case, it makes no difference. The victim's most recent testimony tells us two things of note. Firstly, that he was poisoned was put into the victim's teacup only. And secondly, that the spoiled cup was not the source of the insipid ice coins that have bewitched this court. What the fuck, Judge? Come on. Stevie, thank you for the look. What the fuck, Judge? I mean, come on. What is that? Hey, Research, can you give Stevie a shout out, please? Let me get some water.
I think the judge was taking like a micro nap while Van Zeeks was feeding the witness line.
He is old, and
He's
he
very
needs
old.
help.
I mean, look at him.
He needs help. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Research. I appreciate that. Furthermore, that testimony remains valid and in full support of the established facts. In other words, the inconsistency claimed by the defense simply does not exist. No. I do declare it means there's more of an issue than the gas thief's testimony. Apart from the debate about the thief and gas, obviously. My lords and ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I do solemnly swear.
I don't know why Ryunosuke just doesn't go, Sir, you realize you're about to let whoever tried to murder you off the hook, right?
Yeah.
You realize by lying like this, you're gonna get got. I don't know why no one brings this up to you.
No. That's a good fucking question. Who did try to kill him? That's a good fucking question.
He's just embarrassed. He did a little whoopsie.
You think so? I mean, you would know.
I wouldn't know. But I'm just like imagining, like, he's just like, I accidentally slipped on some ice and fell into just a giant pile of poison and I'm so embarrassed. I'm framing this guy for murder.
Not did pass my lips but the black tea given by the Japanese, whose back be stooped as low as death. Oh my god. But how could you fail at poisoning Shamster? Man, I tried. I tell you what, I tried. What the... Why, I did partake of my favorites. A broth as would it be called soup, and a leaf as would it be called salad. As insalubrious a menu as the establishment where it was served. But your gods will give us some faults to make us men. Willingly would I suffer die. Willingly would I... that fucking... I wanna... Willingly
I'm so
would I...
done with him.
I'm so done with him. Please tell me this ends tonight. It doesn't. We've been fucking pushing this off.
We'll see. It depends on how fast we go.
But I beg his wife's number for
Fast forward.
it's
Please.
fast enough. Never forget the simple truth. That would be one thing and this be another.
Well, jury's got us there.
Jurors, all you humble servants, Shakespeare doth entreat you, punish the Japanese fellow for his sins. My lord! Oh, my lord! If I may speak, my lord. I believe we have been duped by that rotten defense lawyer. What? By me?
I do declare you may be right. He planned the murders, all of them.
We all know that the waif there was making coins eyes to keep himself warm. Well, this lawyer said he got lost stealing gas, he deserves a dose of poison, eh? He been leading us up the garden path, that's what he been doing. I really never said anything like that. Well, we just heard from the victims, open our eyes again. We've reached a decision this time, and we won't be swayed from it. Sure, bud. What? What? No! You can't yet!
Guilty. Guilty. Guilty.
What?
Guilty.
What do you mean, what? They can only it's only if they're all in agreement that they can interrupt the trial.
I'm surprised the Queen Bee did, though. That's what I was saying, what, by?
She wants this trial over so she can absolutely destroy Shakespeare. She's had enough of him dancing around the courtroom.
True.
Understandable, yeah.
Ew, happy
This little piano trill.
I hate you. I hate you, Shakespeare. How's this happening? My lord, the defense asserts its right to carry out a summation examination. Oh. Typical.
I will say, Van Zeek's not talking during the thing actually is, like, very nice.
Mm-hmm. My learned friend is unable to accept the obvious truth. I'm a man of logic, me, and having considered all the evidence, the defendant must logically be guilty.
I do agree that gas is far too expensive. I can quite understand why the man would want to avoid paying.
The stuff explodes and it can poison you. It's absolutely lethal, gases.
Gas doesn't come for free. It costs a fortune to deliver it around the city and maintain the pipes. None of them are talking about it anyway.
They're not talking about the murder at all. It's fucking wild. Truth be told, the team my wife shows up for me is a little sketchy at times.
Run, juror number 5, run, please.
This dude has a really rough relationship with his wife. If nothing else passed the victim's lips that night, there's no other explanation, is there? Except for God! Personal opinion about the guy. This is a biased influence decision somewhat. No shit. No. You really should mind.
The truth is, our counter-argument wasn't as unassailable as we'd hoped. And Mr. Shakespeare was poisoned. There can be no doubt of that.
Then how are we supposed to turn this around?
I think we need to establish the method by which Mr. Shakespeare was actually poisoned. Our only hope is to demonstrate that to the court incontrovertibly.
But that's almost impossible at this stage.
If we don't manage it, though, Mr. Natsume will...
Will be found guilty. I hate that he's just standing in the back there. Can he just get out of our sight for at least a little while? Press him.
Has the witness always been like that?
What?
in the background?
Yeah. What is his voice been in the back?
I've never noticed.
I've noticed it a few times. I just never commented on it. All the evidence you say? That's right. And there's no room for doubt. It's all pointing at that Japanese man with the big mustache. Says the English man with a bigger mustache.
Which means we need to show the man some new evidence to make him change his mind.
If only we had that kind of evidence.
Don't worry, the summation examination has barely started, really. Perhaps there'll be a shift in the situation that shows an existing piece of evidence in a new light.
Let's hope so. To start with, though, I need to find some way out of this deadlock. This isn't the time and place to be discussing the price of gas, madame.
Really, think of the injustice. Air is a gas, and air is free. Why should Altamont gas cost money? It makes my blood boil. I can feel myself becoming more ruthless than ever.
This isn't the time or the place to be ruthless either.
If I might interject here.
Ah, yes, madame.
It seems my fellow juror takes issue with the price our company charges for gas. That's precisely because of thieves like this man that the cost goes up.
Oh, what a beastly man. That unkempt mustache, those hunched shoulders, poisoning tea and stealing gas. Unforgivable. Utterly unforgivable.
Whoa, you're doing the wrong person. No, Mr. Nutter isn't the one who's been stealing gas. I'll thank you not to go adding on more crimes.
And Mr. Natsume hasn't been poisoning tea either.
Well, anyway, I've quite made up my mind. As made up as the price of gas.
Which fluctuates all the time depending on the corporate greed. Thank you very much.
So yes, quite the same.
Can we please talk about the poison rather than the gas, do you think, sir? Well, if you like. I mean, to be honest, I take poison over gas every time. You'd take poison? What I mean is, poison can only poison you. It doesn't explode, does it?
Goodness me, what are you talking about? Set him straight, please, lawyer man.
Well, it's certainly true that poison isn't prone to exploding. But I think you'll find poison can't light up heat or a room. Ah! You're right, I hadn't considered that at all.
Incredible. Young lawyer man.
Yes?
You have a good head on your shoulders. We could use someone like you as our company's legal representative.
Yo, get that corporate lawyer money, baby.
Get that cash.
Get that fucking Dodge. Go ahead, drink poison juror number 3, right, Ghost? Well, I wasn't expecting to pick up more business in the middle of a trial, that's for sure. Anyway, the point is I haven't had the best experience with gas companies in the past. Can you elaborate on that, buddy? You said it could be poison, and I want to know more about that. Okay, fine. Can we please refrain from all this talk of gas?
There's an all-out attack underway here, in case you hadn't noticed, against my company's gas. I'm supposed to sit here and take it, am I? I don't think so.
10 minutes on the clock, Mitchell. Thank you very much. No cursing from me for 10 minutes. Thank you, Mitchell. She's really buzzing now.
I've heard all about our wonderful fuel is explosions and poisonings. What about electricity? What about getting electrocuted? What about that? A little explosion here and there is nothing in comparison.
A little I feel like this is like the same thing as nuclear reactions. Like a little nuclear explosion, a little Fukushima here and there is all fine and dandy. Because in all reality, nuclear is a fine source, but it needs really good control in the same way gas can. In days where we don't, in regulation, can be a fine source. If it's heavily regulated and not poisoning our skies 24/7 to make climate change a bigger deal than it is. Speaking that Sicily and Greece are currently on fire, but you know.
Our point exactly, but the gas thieves aren't even the worst of our enemies. We have far more devious reprobates to contend with on a daily basis, you know.
More devious? Who, madame?
Other gas companies, of course.
Okay. Other gas companies? Not quite what I was expecting.
We generate gas and we deliver it to our customers fair and square. But there are other unscrupulous gas companies here in London that don't even have any gas at all.
What? But if they don't have any gas, how do they go selling it to people?
You wouldn't think it possible, would you? But they steal our gas, you see, and sell that. Gas companies like ours deliver gas to people's homes via a network of pipes. These devious reprobates secretly disconnect our pipes and divert our gas into their own rotten pipes. Then they make a contract with the household supplied by those pipes, and take money for the precious gas that's rightfully ours without us even knowing. They're diverting gas into their own pipes illegally. What a brazen form of theft. When we visit customers' houses to collect the money from their meters, we always have to check whether or not one of these devious companies has been up to its tricks.
Excuse me.
Do you have something to say about that, juror number 3? Oh, golly, you mean me? I'm terribly sorry, I was just thinking to myself. I did catch him off guard there. Think about what the lady next to you was saying, correct? Well, yes. I just got a little riled up recently, you see. Go on. An Altamont gas worker visited my house the other day to investigate the pipe work. We need to ask for your cooperation while we carry out a secret check of your property, sir, the fellow said. So I let him in, and do you know what he did? I'm afraid I have no idea. Please tell us. He proceeded to take out one of my lights off the wall. Then he grabbed the exposed mouth of the pipe and started blowing into it.
What do you think you're doing, young man? You're giving away company secrets there.
Oh, please, everyone knows. It was very nearly the death of me, I can tell you. What do you mean?
I'll explain if you don't mind. As I said before, these unscrupulous other gas companies connect their customers to our pipe network.
Yes, but how does blowing into the pipes come into it?
Obviously, there's gas in the pipes, and it's at a fairly low pressure. By blowing air through the pipe, you can make the pressure drop temporarily. And if you do that, any lights connected to the same pipe will flicker for one moment.
Oh, sure, if upon blowing the pipe, the lights of the adjacent property have no contact with the relationship, you know that these scoundrels have been blowing the pipes.
Exactly, my lord. That's it in a nutshell. It's the reason why we have teams of workers going around neighborhoods to investigate which lights flicker.
Shut up, shoves fan into his eye. Into her eye? Wait. What? I'm so confused, research. The trouble is, the particular worker who came to my house didn't know the strength of his own breath. He blew out of the pipe with all his might, and you can guess what happened, can't you? Well, if it blew hard, then... Wait, you mean... That's right, the lights didn't just flicker, they went out along with the stove. Gas started pouring into the house. What a disaster.
The gas supply must have been interrupted briefly because the man blew too hard, so the flames went out.
I'm afraid I yelled at the fellow. Are you trying to kill us all, I said. disconnecting a lamp and blowing into the exposed gas pipe, it's possible to extinguish lamps and stoves connected to the same network of pipes. And then when the gas starts flowing again, it just silently seeps into the room.
Mr. Naruhodo, I think perhaps...
Yes, this is almost certainly the clue that we've been hoping for. Juror number 3, the defense requests that you amend your statement to include that information. Oh, well, if you like. I don't mind.
Well, I do. That's our company's secret method of identifying.
Like I said, madame, it's widely known already. Yes, my lord, although I'm not really sure what the point of all this. When you say extinguish everything in the house, do you mean even on different floors? Oh yes, all floors are connected to the same pipe after all.
That's true of every building, because gas supply contracts are issued for whole properties.
Well, I had no idea if it was possible to extinguish gas appliances simply by blowing down the pipe.
It's not something we like to publicize, to be honest. But we have to carry out these investigations, as I'm sure you can appreciate.
Is that so? It's been mentioned to me too, very recently. An incident involving a gas stove going out inexplicably almost into someone's death.
Mr. Naruhodo, I think perhaps...
Yes, it's finally starting to fall into place. The secret link that joins all these strange occurrences. Wait, no. Where's the information about... I know... See this connected to the lamp on top? If he was disconnecting the lamp on top and using the wall to stabilize himself, what was he trying to do? What does this have to do with anything again? You mean it's poisoned? That's right, it happened to me a few times now. I can never get his voice in. His voice is hard. It's always days like the one where I don't get me wages. I get all the tea time, you see. I see her doing it with my wife. She gets a devilish look on her face, and she slips me some white powder in my cup. And you drink it anyway? I was brought up proper, I was, to get a cup how you drink it. What happened to you? What does it taste like? It was god awful, believe me. Salty as all. It's just salt.
Then I think perhaps what your wife put in your tea was salt.
No. But even if care enough to poison me properly, unbelievable.
Sir, please.
Fuck, I get cursed now again. Does that mean that if the victim could be shown to have ingested something, you would change your leaning? Sorry, what's that now? Oh, I was just saying if the victim did actually eat or drink something else at night. What's the matter with you? Sorry? I said if nothing else passed the victim's lips at night, there's no other explanation, is there? Haven't you been listening to me at all? I feel there's an English version about the pot and the kettle that's appropriate here.
Compared to the other jurors who don't even appear to have anything to say about the case at all.
I'm ripping out his ears.
It would seem that this elderly gentleman has been listening to the proceedings far more intently.
I suppose the trouble is, he has selective hearing.
That was Cecilton.
Oh, exactly, but still, this sure may be the key to breakthrough that we're so desperately need. It's hopeless. There's no way for me to appeal to these people.
I do think that the only way we shall overcome this difficult situation is by exposing the way in which Mr. Shakespeare was really poisoned. We have to prove that it happened some other way, and not via Mr. Natsume's tea.
Yes, I know. The trouble is, I have absolutely no idea how it happened.
Mr. Naruhodo, I wonder if perhaps there's something you might have forgotten.
Oh, like what?
It's important to watch everyone involved and pursue people if they react to something someone else says. If you'd like me to remind you what I mean, I'd be more than happy to, of course.
Once again, Saki-san's fate is entirely in my hands here. I probably owe it to my client to hear any advice from my system and people offer.
Do you remember how to pursue people? You already did it, so...
Actually, I don't think there's any need. It's vital to start trying to change the juror's mind as soon as possible.
Of course, I'm sure you're right. But if you decide you would like your memory refreshed, then you'd only ask Mr. Naruhodo.
I do not know who to pit against each other right now.
I have a guess, but...
Like, I'm trying to get him to say, like, oh, gas is a poison if you breathe it in. But, like, this definitely ties to the
it's
whole...
not strict cocaine.
Yeah.
I have...
What's your
This-
guess?
So this my guess kind of requires you to like, and I'm not sure because mine's kind of a leap of logic, and I don't know if it's because I just know the case so well.
Yeah.
So what do you know? So what are the theories going around your head right now, Steph?
So... I don't fucking know at this point. Basically what I want to say is somehow he breathed it in, right? That he breathed in that thing because... the spiking, somehow. That's all I can really think of. That's the problem. The problem is I haven't... it seems like I have, like... Something here sounds like something sounds like Shamster's trying to kill Natsume. Because Natsume says that, like, his thing goes out in the middle of the night. And I feel like he blows on this to kill Natsume, maybe. And then Natsume's getting, like, those fucking fever dreams from the fucking gas. But, like, I don't know. I really do not know.
And how would you blow on something?
With your mouth.
Yeah, and that's basically all I'm going on for two statements aren't necessarily. I don't see them as contradictory, rather like combine them together. And I could be wrong, so absolutely save, but
That's what I was thinking, kind of. It's the old man and the juror number 3 is what I was thinking, but now that you said it like that, like I'm pretty certain of it.
Objection.
Those two statements clearly contradict each other. Juror number 6, did you hear what juror number 3 just said? Of course, I heard him mumbling about something or not. There is another explanation here, I believe. Something besides Mr. Natsume's tea did, in a manner of speaking, pass the victim's lips the night in question. What? What explanation? I wondered, did the police check the mouth of the gas pipe feeding the walls of the light at the scene? See if there are any traces of poison there. I was curious to see where your floundering would result in, but the mouth of the gas pipe. Scotland Yard would have enough to do without exploring such irrelevance. What a piece of work is a man! What are you trying to say, Mr. Shamsphere? What speakest thou? Prithee is not strange and strange. That is what I say to thee, sir. I thought it'd be quite clear. Let me put it another way. The stitching could have been on the mouth of the gas pipe that feeds into the wall lamp of your room. And that is how the poison came into your body. All they tasty than gas pipes, what he's saying.
Was the gentleman suggesting that the poor man was so desperately hungry he tried to fill his belly with gas? Perhaps no actress would perform a kiss scene with him.
For shame, madame, speaking thy fancy. I assure you I'm not such buffoon to ever kiss pipes. This is no summation examination, this is a farce. The prosecution will not stand for any more of this Nibuni's friend's conjecture. To begin with, the lamp in the victim's room is high on the wall. In order to have placed his lips in the pipe that feeds it, he would have to be a contortionist. These are empty associations.
That's your objection.
There is no
That's your objection. That's your objection, Vancy.
There is no
Really?
possible thing the man is saying.
He couldn't possibly get taller. It's impossible.
He couldn't stand on the box. Impossible. It's true that I have no proof Mr. Shamshay put his lips on the pipe. However, I can say with some certainty that on multiple occasions, Mr. Shamshay has been doing something in front of the lamp of his wall. That sounds so sketch. And I have evidence to prove it. Alright, you've got our attention, lad. I'd like to see how you can be so sure of yourself. So would I. I'd love to see this evidence then. Now that I've got the jury's ear, I need to make this opportunity count. This is where time and time again, Mr. Shamsher stood in front of his gas lamp. So weird proof. The what? Those are... Wait, what are they called? Yes, skin prints that were found at the scene. Skin prints.
My lord, this is an exciting new forensic technique developed by the great detective Mr. Sherlock Holmes. It reveals all of the places that Mr. Shamspeare touched in his room.
I've never seen anything like it. I mean, it's what's magic, isn't it? Well, if anyone could invent something like this, it's the great Sholmes fellow, that's for sure.
I agree. This month's edition of Engineering Thumbs was quite fascinating.
Wait, did Sholmes write Engineering Thumbs? Found some skin prints in many places that you would expect, on the table, on the costumes. However, Mr. Shamspeare also appears to have been touching some very unexpected places in this room. For example, here, around the hanging picture.
Well, I wonder, could he have been appreciating the artwork, perhaps?
At first, my colleagues and I thought the same. However, imagine standing with your hands where those prints are, and you would find yourself directly in front of... Ah!
I don't believe it. The gas lamp.
Though the reason isn't immediately obvious, it's clear Mr. Shamspeare has been regularly standing with his hands to the wall in front of that lamp. Right! What have you brought this up to, you nut? I like that's the quote to recall juror number 4's earlier statement.
Me? What did I say?
You said that blowing to the gas pipe would make the lights in the entire building flicker. And now if you recall juror number 3's statement... What? Me now? When the gas worker who visited his home blew with such force in the pipe, it caused all the lights in gas stoves to go out, and gas started leaking into the rooms. Obviously, the incident was an accident. However, the simple fact is, if Mr. Shamspeare would have blown hard into the gas pipe here in his room, he could have extinguished every other light and gas stove in the building at will. Crikey!
Are you suggesting that the man purposely caused gas to?
Objection!
Whilst I acknowledge that the prosecution is required to remain silent during the summation examination, I must toast my learned friends out of disregard for the letter of the law. This curious photograph was presented by the defense, the so-called skin prints. Clearly, that cannot be accepted as any form of usable evidence in this case.
But it's an exciting new forensic technique developed by a great detective.
It's nothing! A mere toy developed by an amateur sleuth with too much time on his hands.
Like, it's frustrating, but like, I kind of agree.
I see what they're
Because,
getting
like-
at logically, yeah.
Because, like, something like this is, like, so easy to fake.
Yeah.
That, like, you know what I mean? Like, fair enough. If it's not tested, you know, like, it could be, like, anything. You could be, like, I've detected a technique that lets me psychically link with the murderer. It's that one. I've won science.
Oh, you
know
mean
what
the
I
prosecution? You mean what the prosecution does all the time?
Now, to be fair, the police do get them first, but... Please, my lord, if I may.
Mr. Sato.
It was not the defense's intention to submit the skin prints as formal evidence. We merely wish to present the results of the great detective's investigation of the scene, as a tool by which to explain a possibility to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury. I'm super smart! And if the trial were to come to an end now, we should never learn the truth behind these mysterious handprints that everyone has now seen. I don't believe we can allow that to happen, but I'm sure the jurors would agree. Sato, I'm like in love with you.
I know, she's badass.
What a scummy move to pull. I love you, Sato.
It's so good. I mean, to be fair.
If the prosecution pulled it, you would be so mad.
Yeah.
And the prosecution, I think, has pulled it.
Probably.
Francisca definitely pulled it once.
You're right. Whether the strange handprints are a significant clue or not, it's down to us to decide. Juror number 3.
Oh yes, I do declare the great detective's investigation results are absolutely fascinating. I want to hear what the shady actor fellow has to say about those shady handprints.
What's the matter with you two? That was foolhardy. Well, I did say it, didn't I? And I don't like to break a promise. No, wait! You heard his lordship. It's not fair dinkum evidence.
Oh, well done, Mr. Naruhodo. If just one more juror changes his or her mind, Mr. Natsume's trial will have to continue.
Thank you, Mr. Sato, but I couldn't have done it without you.
Oh no, it was you who identified the clue after all. This is very much your success.
Extra punchable.
I mean, it's good though. It's
Yeah.
like, yes, suffer.
Fucking suffer, baby. Why, Mr. Shamster? You seem to be losing your composure.
Just one more juror, Mr. Naruhodo. You can do it.
They are different colors. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's like you already changed their mind.
What do I have in the court record here? I kind of want to present that actually to juror number 1. Oh, wrong button. I want to have this juror number 1 because I feel like saying, hey, here's a story. You know? He died because of the gas leak, it sounds like.
Exciting new forensic investigation technique developed by the great detective himself.
Hmm?
This is new. This is new dialogue, by the way.
Oh! Oh, shit! Shazzy had put his mouth on the gas weapon night of the question. It can't be denied that there's a possibility that what the poison was. Well, yes, I wouldn't deny it's playing on my mind. But as the prosecution rightfully says, we should pay no heed to unacceptable forms of evidence. And besides... Yes. Even if it all had been up to some mischief with the gas pipe dozens of times before, it doesn't mean he's got up the same shenanigans on the night in question, does it? Oh. If you can't make your case better than that, I'm afraid I can't change my stance.
You do make a very valid point, sir.
What? That's true. Perhaps it's a little hasty. No, wait. And to prove your theory. If you and your Japanese cohorts can, that is. Just leave out nationality out of this, please.
Mr. Naruhodo, if we can't substantiate our position, I'm afraid that the jurors that changed their minds before may very well change them back.
What can I do? Is there any more proof I could give here? Okay, let's save that. I did not think. Okay. I have supporting testimony. No, in truth, I don't have evidence to support my theory. However, there is a witness testimony that substantiates it. What's that? Testimony? This is incredible. Whose testimony? Yes, it's all connected. Everything is linked. A person whose testimony revealed the death with the gas reveals the secret, namely...
Testimony.
I don't know. I was just like wondering. Like, obviously, I'm talking about the defendant, Mr. Soseki Natsume himself. The defendant. At the very beginning of the proceedings here in court yesterday, Mr. Natsume said the following. My lodgings! There's a whole series of strange habits in my lodgings. Even the fateful night had happened. When I returned from Shakespeare's room, I lit my glass stove and climbed into bed, but before long, the stove went out, and somebody tried to kill me! On the night in question, the gas in the defendant's room went out, so I asked the court, was that a mere coincidence or not? So that Shakespeare fella blew air into the gas pipe to make the man's stove go out on purpose. Now what else is there? What could that be for? Oh. Thank you. Hold on, I gotta put something in the dryer real quick. One second. Sorry, Katie, I trust you.
Bad choices. Bad stuff.
I believe in you, Katie.
What's up, fellow gamers? There's actually he. Tell us a story. Alright, what do you want a story about, Chip?
Okay,
I'll come up with one. There's no time. Tragic.
I had to put it in the dryer because I got a whole bunch of blue dye on it today. Shakespeare. Hello, everyone.
Next time, Chip. Next time.
Next time, yeah. Mr. Foreman. What the? What is it, madam? We cannot allow judgment to be passed whilst this doubt remains. It's true that I don't have conclusive evidence yet. However, You must strongly agree that there is more to this case than meets the eye. Fair enough. Like I said at the outset, I'm a man of logic, first and foremost. Yeah, baby, let's go! That's 4 jurors leaning to not guilty, my lord. We've overturned the decision. Therefore, the defense calls for the trial to continue. As the... Yes, my lord. How can thy humble Shamspeare serve thee? So God mend me, I do solemnly swear. I recall aught of either the lamp or the pipe. Well, the embers have made a tiny mess all over the wall there. Do you explain that, eh? I'm done with this. The dignity of the entire grey quarter has been solid long enough. Journal number 5. Oh, wait. As I went to some pains to point out already, a print from the self-professed detective story has no place in the British court of law. As such, whether this man did or indeed stand before the gas with his hands against the wall, there remains at this time unestablished conjecture. You would do well to remember that. Oh! But the prosecution must concede that it would be extremely simple to verify. Just order the mouthpiece feeding like Chancery room to be examined. If there are traces of poison there...
No, I don't want to do it. I'm lazy.
What appears to be extremely simple to my neighbor and his friend's mind, you'll recall that in order to check the presence of the poison in the decom, some remnants of tea were required. Yes. Therefore, it should be beyond your wit to imagine that the poison would be spread throughout the pipe. It would have been completely evaporated by now, making any analysis impossible. I didn't think of that. There's only one possibility that I can think of. And that is... to use leaking gas to commit murder!
Imagine, like, you know nothing about this, and you're just watching this case unfold. It would be wild to see it completely swing around.
Yeah. Yes, it could be simpler. Now we've unraveled the mystery so far.
Any story would have been fine. I'm sorry, Chip. Next time. I'll come up with a good one for next time.
If the gas light were to go out, it would be noticed immediately, of course. But if a gas stove, on the other hand, could silently be extinguished by a killer without anyone noticing. I live around these forts myself, so I would know what it's like. I can tell you, trying to sleep with stove lit is pretty much suicide. You freeze to death in no time. Mr. Gardner, the landlord, has a large fireplace in this part of the residence on the top floor. In other words, it wasn't the landlord, but a fellow lodger whose life Mr. Chancery was trying to end. I'm talking, of course, about the defendant. Mr. Natsume isn't the villain in this case. The victim? He's the victim this man was trying to murder!
Objection!
The accused is actually the aggrieved. Interesting. However, the fundamental facts of the case remain unchanged. Namely, that the accused is the aggressor here. What? How can you claim that? Let us indulge your fancies for a moment and assume there was indeed poison in the mouth of the gas pipe. The question then arises, who put it there? Who did put it there? The only logical conclusion is that the person responsible was aware of this man's trickery of the gas supply and his intent to kill. So now we must ask, how could anyone have known the Shams's murderous designs?
Ah, you mean to suggest...
Naturally, the sole possible answer to the question would be more obvious. Only the man whose life was being threatened could possibly have known. What? In other words, the person behind the poison of the gas pipe and what is clearly a retaliatory attack can only have been the accused, Mr. Soseki Natsume. Ah. Whatever Mr. William Shamsey may or may not have contrived to do so, he was nevertheless the victim of a potentially lethal poison attack. And the only person who could possibly have perpetrated the attack is the accused, Mr. Natsume. The defense's counsel's theorizing has failed to avert suspicion from the accused. Far from it. In fact, now that there is a clear motive for the poisoning that has been successfully established, that suspicion is greater than ever. Would you not agree, my Nipponese friend? God, he's actually pissing me off a bit, I'm not gonna lie. Like, you literally coached him. You're just doing this to be racist, dude. How did he manage to turn us around on me so rapidly?
Mr. Naruhodo, you must respond. Well, he's got, like, kind of a point.
Not
Otherwise, members of the jury may very well change their leanings against us again. I mean, what he's arguing basically is like if Mr. Natsume thought he was going to be murdered. Like, you haven't proved he was trying to do a murder, but as long as Mr. Natsume thought it.
And this may be our last chance to gain the advantage.
What advantage?
Well, it would seem that somebody put poison on the gas pipe in Mr. Shamsier's room. So we must name that person now and absolve Mr. Natsume of guilt.
Shit. You mean name the true culprit?
I know it might sound impossible, but if we fail to do that, I have no doubt that Mr. Natsume's fate will be sealed once and for all.
As it happens, one possible culprit does come to mind. The evidence, the poison, it's all pointing to a particular person now. The prosecution calls for the jury to consider their leanings again. I trust you'll make the correct choice this time, Mr. Foreman. What? Oh, don't you worry. We know exactly what... There is one other person who I believe could have been involved in all of this. One true culprit of the crime. A third found only a second-rate novel featuring third-rate great detectives, my Nipponese friend. But why not? The farce has gone on for so long already, I see no reason to cut it short before this disappointing climax. Thank you.
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, bud. Tell us, we learned the Nipponese friend, what is your latest theory? Who is the so-called true culprit of this crime? Fuck off. Here is where my mind is going. Mr. Gerda doesn't have a key, but he would. Nope, but he's always in the thing. He always knows that. Mr. Gerda, because he doesn't want the curse to be a thing on this thing. If he finds that someone was killing someone, he would want to stop it because he wouldn't want the curse to be there. But he had to kill someone, which made the curse worse. Olive Green because she was being told by someone, hey, I know how your boyfriend died, but someone stopped that from happening, but she didn't know who or how or what or to where. Wait, she was supposed to meet him at the fucking thing. Where was Olive Green supposed to meet the person? At the fucking place that the other guy goes to, right? Olive Green is a potential candidate in my head. But also, very obviously, the gas people are candidates in my head too. I don't know. Who do you think?
You can't ask me who I think,
That's good.
because I have the answer.
A student got stabbed? What do you mean? Wait. Where? What research? What? A student got oh, yeah. So Olive Green got stabbed, yeah. I have a guess and I ain't gonna say. Here are my two top choices. My top choices are Olive Green, Garadeb, or one of these two. So 4 choices. Thing is, we see Garadeb in the future, so it's not Garadeb.
I really like that line of reasoning.
Thank you.
You're not wrong.
I'm not wrong. I'm gonna guess Quinby Altamont.
Take that!
You claim this person is a true culprit. Highly suspicious, I would say, yes. Perhaps by learning anybody's friend, you should turn the wide suspicion to yourself. Yeah, I did not do that one right. Hold on. Load.
Won't even take the penalty.
No. Coward.
Take that!
God damn it! So it was Olive. It was Olive. How did Olive get in there? Norda? I don't get that one.
Take that!
The name of this person responsible for the poison affected Mr. Chancery, I believe, Miss Olive Green. Miss Olive Green. Miss Olive Green, the woman from 6 days ago. The victim in the recent case of the Bly Road. It was Arden back. Who the fuck's Arden? An incident which Mr. Natsume was arrested, I hasten to add. And I hardly need to remind the court that Mr. Shamsford poisoning took place 3 days ago. Given that the woman was lying comatose in the hospital with the bed at the time, she appears to have a rather fine alibi. True, on the night the incident occurred, Miss Green was in the hospital, unconscious. So, on the face of it, it would seem that she couldn't possibly be responsible, but still. My colleagues and I visited Miss Green in the hospital yesterday, and we found her to be in possession of a bottle of poison. And there's another fact that leads Miss Green to this case as well. The defense requests that she be brought in as a witness to stand in order to explain the details of the court. My lord, pray with thy bidding. No, never heard of her.
I didn't know the look on Mr. Shamspeare's face.
Oh.
I think perhaps he genuinely doesn't know her. At least, not by name.
As the voice of Her Majesty's prosecution, I adhered to my word. We'll see what my learned Nipponese friends fart through the conclusion. I appreciate that. The prosecution requests a short recess, my lord, in order to subpoena the witness and bring her here. Nippon what? So, Nipponese means person from Japan, essentially like Nippon being Japan and Ease being of Japan. There was a... This is period accurate. There was a slur back in the 1900s.
Well,
what?
I don't know if it's like guaranteed. Like my hypothesis is it's to replace a slur, but
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So, like, it's complicated because. Sorry, I didn't mean to interject.
No, you're
but
good.
like, yeah, like Japanese people don't call themselves Japanese. They call themselves what is it? Nihonjin or Nipponjin, something like that. I forget what it is, but like, yeah, they call Japan Nippon. So it's complicated because at first I was like, oh, is he being like more respectful by calling it Nippon? And then I was like, no, it's Van Zeeks. I bet it's a stand-in for being mean, or being mean, putting it lightly.
It's a
But
disrespectful way of addressing people, basically.
that's what I'm assuming because all the Japanese people call themselves Japanese here. So by context clues, I think it's a stand-in for an insult, basically.
I mean, to be fair, I just looked up Nipponese online, and it does say just a Japanese person, but like, Japanese person and etymology.
It's complicated because like it's not actually like it's both more like it's very complicated, and it's actually in some ways a very good way for this game to have Van Zeeks in particular referring to people from Japan. But like it's complicated basically, but like I don't remember how they do it in the Japanese.
I
think of the fan translation, they made it a slur. Yeah. It's a very nuanced word, basically.
Yeah.
Where it's like I can't tell if it's like supposed to be more respectful or if it's
think
supposed
about
to be
like
the
this.
opposite.
Think about this. They're not going to say an actual slur in the game, but in order to prove the point that this person is racist, to define, because that's what he is. He is objectively a racist individual. To provide evidence to that, I feel it's just like he's specifically saying like while Nipponese could just mean a person from the Orient or a person from Japan or whatever it is. However, like it's to be described on Google, he is the only one going Nipponese. Everyone else is going Japanese or Japan.
Yeah,
or
including
Asian.
the people from Japan themselves.
Exactly. So he's actively choosing another word in a more disrespectful manner. It's meant to show his racism.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
Yeah, that's what I guessed, at least. That's my guess. I haven't read like official like notes or anything like that, so I can't say for sure, but that's my best guess.
That's what they're saying on Reddit too. They're just like, it's a way for him to show racism without actually saying an actual slur, which would be bad. To actually be like, hey, let's put slurs in this like children's game here.
Yeah, I think they handled it pretty well on that particular front.
Yeah.
There's other things to it where like but it's also a game from Japan, so like it's not like
Yeah. Indeed, my lord, 1 hour shows to be sufficient. Excellent, I hope. Actually, I think this is gonna be a good place to stop for today.
You think so?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I mean, do you think this next part's gonna be like 2-3 hours long?
I don't remember. I genuinely don't.
Yeah, that's fine. So I think we'll stop here today because the whole next investigation, I think, will be the ending of it. It feels like we're coming to the apex, the conclusion. I think we'll end it off here today. We are gonna rate someone, and I hope you guys did enjoy yourself. By the way, hey guys, if you haven't already, consider donating to the Transgender Law Center. I would sincerely appreciate it if you can. If you can't, that's a-okay. Just make sure to just share the stream, share the events. We have a tournament coming up. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Please give us some chat, guys. Please give us some love. Today we are gonna raid someone. And oh, by the way, if you're watching on YouTube, stay safe and stay Botanist Cool. See you later. Bye, YouTube.
Bye.